Previously on World of Roocraft.
Sir Kangaroo, for your crimes against the Alliance, I'll sentence you to death.
Okay. I'm just gonna resurrect myself at the Spirit Healer.
Well, then I sentence you to having your browser history published.
No! Captain Lunk, did we lose her? I didn't understand a word. I should really hire a voice actor for him.
I think we lost her.
Phew. See? I told you the airship would be a great idea. It seems like we made it to the Stonetalon Mountains. What a coincidence. This is the zone I wanted to review next.
Why coincidence? My script says we're going here anyway.
Could you stop breaking the fourth wall? I'm trying to give
The audience an immersive experience. Yes, the script also says that.
I hate you.
Ha! I also knew you would say that, but it still hurts.
Alright, enough with the banter, let's get to work. What can I tell you about the Stonetalon Mountains? This neat little zone is more interesting as you may think. For a very long time, this place has been the home of night elves and Tauren peacefully living together. Can you believe that? And something even more interesting happened here during the Third War. Yes, that's right, I'm finally able to mention Arthas again. During the said war, the Horde and Alliance both had camps in the Stonetalon Mountains, and they even managed to set their differences aside to fight the Burning Legion there. It goes without saying that that peace was only temporary. Nothing much of note happened here after that, up until the Cataclysm. Not like a giant flood of lava destroying the charred rail was enough, the Stonetalon Mountains are also the stage for the Horde-Alliance war.
Not this again.
Yeah, I know. It has to be really tedious for you to listen to me talking about this, but the game is called World of Warcraft. What were you expecting? But maybe this is going to tickle your interest. It is said that an ancient evil is lurking under the Stonetalon Mountains. I can't wait to find out more about that. So who is joining us today for this adventure? Our Worgen friend Lara is back, and on the Horde side we will follow our Goblin mage friend. Alright guys, buckle up and get down there. Make me proud. You too, Boomer.
But I don't have a flying machine.
Oh, I can help you with that.
I can see our house from here.
So let us start with checking in with our Worgen friend. We don't start off in the Stonetalon Mountains right away. Our adventure begins at the Stardust Spire in the Ashenvale. We are told about the Horde's skirmishes in the Stonetalon Mountains and are sent to the True Shot Point. We get to warm up by shooting down the Horde's Windriders and fight back the orcs who are torching the Windshear Crag. In retaliation, we have to burn the Horde's stockpiles. And look at that, this orc is even helping us out.
What an idiot.
You'll like this part, Boomer. We meet one of the gnomes we freed during our stay in the Ashenvale, and he tells us that the Horde moved its giant bomb to the Windshear mine. The Horde plans to attack the Windshear hold with it, but not if we can stop them. Now this is a really nice part, since you get to fight on the hot air balloon carrying the bomb. Of course we do stop the Horde from dropping the bomb on the hold. But we are far from being finished here. While Lara is traveling to the Windshear hold, let us check in with our Goblin friend. Our green little friend also doesn't start in the Stonetalon Mountains right away. We have to join a caravan embarking from the Ashenvale. Here we make some new orcish friends, even though this guy is kinda weird.
Nice.
While the Alliance is busy trying to stop the Horde's attempt to torch the area, we are tasked with arming a bunch of landmines and taking out the Night Elf officer. I almost died during that encounter. Wouldn't it have been for my new troll friend here. With that said and done, we are sent to the Cromgar fortress to help Overlord Cromgar in his fight against the Alliance. Well, Lara should have arrived at the Windshear hold by now, so let's see what is going on there. We have to fight back the Horde. What else? We increase the defense of the hold by freeing a group of huntresses from the Horde's grasp and also help out little Alice here. She wants us to collect parts for a robot, Big Papa. Once this is done, we even get to ride Big Papa into battle. This is great! Only Alice's messages are a little bit troubling. At this point I was thinking, Hey, they call the robot Big Papa. Is that supposed to be a Bioshock reference? Well, you tell me. Turns out you get to do a similar thing on the Horde side, with the only difference of the girl being called Melissa and the robot being called Large Daddy. And you do receive a cone of Mr. Bubbles' shocking ice cream as a reward. But why don't we get away from all that war stuff for a bit? The people at the Windshire Hold have other problems too. For example, a group of spiders is terrorizing the area. We help with that problem by taking out their queen. And since we're already there, we also collect some venom sacs for future antidote creation. And we are sent to the Eldretar ruins too. Highborn spirits are hanging out here, and we get to play Ghostbusters again. We even get a nice trap to capture ghosts. What else is there to do? Our friends at the Northwatch Expedition Camp have a huge problem. Kromgar orcs are using the Deep Reaches mine as a backdoor to attack them. So we have to deal with that too. We rescue the miners, dispose of the Horde assassins there, and seal the whole place up. Nothing too difficult. We even get to wear our neat spy detection goggles again. And I know what you are thinking right now. The Horde is doing the exact same thing, fighting the Alliance in the Deep Reaches.
Wrong!
While we are at the Gromgar Fortress, we are sent to the Deep Reaches too, but not to fight the Alliance. Pissed off Earth Elementals are terrorizing the place, and besides killing them, we also have to rescue frightened peons. And that's not all we do at the fortress. We also have to burn down a bunch of Alliance tents. I guess to upset them? To cap things off, we have to fend off an army of gnomes coming to get our giant bomb.
Did you say bomb? Can we set it off? Can we? Can we? Please?
Relax, Boomer, we will get there sooner or later. Now that was already a lot, so why don't we take a little break? Welcome back to Roo's Easter egg hunt. Do you feel lonely on your travels through Azeroth? Don't despair, there is an easy fix for that. Just head to Westfall and locate a chicken. Keep clucking at the chicken until it turns into a quest NPC. Feed the little guy with some special chicken feed and he promptly joins you as your new pet. Let's pick things up again at the Northwatch Expedition Camp. Since the Horde's attacks are getting more and more relentless, we have to figure out a way to not be overrun by them. We find some help in the Grim Totem Tauren tribe. You may remember these guys from our Tauren review. If you don't, here's a quick reminder. The Grim Totem tribe was exiled out of Mulgore after they took over Thunderbluff. They were also responsible for the death of Cain Bloodhoof. It's safe to say that they don't like the Horde very much. We can use that for our advantage. We collect some eggs, ram meat and cheese to make a fantastic dish for the Grim Totem ambassador. He agrees that the Grim Totems are going to help the Alliance fight the Horde if they get some weapons in exchange. Good thing these weapons are just lying around. The Grim Totems are now armed to the teeth and willing to support the Alliance. Now that's not good for the Horde. But we can get some help at Malaka Jin. The witch doctor, Jin Zil, needs us to collect a bunch of ram horns and a Kodo heart to fashion a voodoo spell. With this voodoo spell, we can now head to the Grim Totem's camp and empower our friends in their fight against them. And I really don't know how else to fit the next part in here, so let me just talk about it. We also have to head to a kobold-infested mine to whip them into submission. With our little kobold army complete, we can now head to the Northwatch Expedition Camp and unleash those little feckers there.
I don't care! What about the bomb?
Alright, relax, man. Well, what happens to the giant bomb? We are tasked to bring it to the Cliffwalker post. But those pesky Alliance grunts are trying to stop us by sabotaging the air balloon's pump station. Things finally start to gain momentum as we arrive at the Cliffwalker post. We are told that the Alliance developed a weapon of mass destruction on its own, and it's hiding it in the Faldara Grove. I can tell you firsthand that that isn't true. It's just a school for druids. But the Horde doesn't care. We attack the grove, while our Alliance friend tries to rescue the druids there. We do find out that the general responsible for the attack also killed the Cliffwalker's chieftain's son.
I want to set off the bomb already!
Okay. After we told Overlord Grumgar about the General's actions, he doesn't see anything wrong with them and decides to set off the bomb on the Faldara Grove.
Yes! Finally!
And look who's dropping by, War Chief Hellscream himself. He isn't too thrilled about Grumgar killing innocents and children and relieves him of his duty.
You are dismissed!
And that concludes the Horde's story arc. There is one more thing to do on the Alliance side though. With the Faldara Grove destroyed, there's nothing more we can do here but to travel to the Far Watcher's clan. This place has been left unharmed by the bomb, but the black dragon Seldaria made its home in the surrounding Jared Vale. We can't deal with the dragon directly, but we can take care of her eggs to stop her spawn from attacking the clan. Well, that's pretty much all it is to do in the Stonetalon Mountains. Hang on, Boomer, I'll get you back on the ship. Well, that was a fun experience. I really enjoyed the dynamic between the Horde and the Alliance. But what about that ancient evil lurking in the Stonetalon Mountains? The only thing touching on it is this small side quest involving more hentai monsters and this faceless one. That's all. The game doesn't continue on this story further. That's a little bit disappointing. Speaking of disappointments, where the hell is Boomer? Ah!
I told you, you can't run from me.
How did you get here? What have you done to Boomer? No, I don't want to know. You can keep him if you like.
I intercepted your teleport spell to locate you.
Please, just leave me alone.
I will never leave you, Roo. I love you. Why do you keep running from me?
You're just so creepy. What do you want from me?
Just tell me you love me.
Okay. I love you, Blizzard.
Say it like you really mean it, you little worm.
I love you, Blizzard.
Thanks, that's all I wanted to hear. Bye.
Wait, that's it? All that build up for this?
That's all I wanted to hear. Now I have to create some Overwatch loot boxes. Bye bye, honey.
Ow! That hurt. Hey, what happened?
Shitty writing. That's what happened. Well, we are done in the Stonetalon Mountains. Captain Lunk, set course to Desolace. Just take a step to your right.
Okay, but why?
Because that's where I installed the trapdoor.
Curse it!
That's for calling me lazy.